Hello, everybody, and welcome back for another episode from the Board Game Man. Now, today, we're going back to the year 1990. Now, this is a very fun, I'm not going to say just a kids game, because I think adults would have just as much fun as with kids, or maybe adults playing with kids would probably be the best scenario. This game, like I said, was made back in 1990 by Milton Bradley. It's 2 to 4 players. And this is one of those fun games where you use the good old Play-Doh. It is called Splat. And in this game, what you're trying to do is get 2 of your bugs past the finish line. The first player to do so wins the game. So, let's not stall any longer. Let's head on over to the gamer's table, where I'm going to show you how to play Splat. Alright, here we are, my friends. Here is the game Splat. Now, I'll go ahead and show you the components, and I'll show you how to play the game. First of all, you have the board, which is actually really bright and colorful, which I really like. It's really, really cool. Very cartoony with all the bugs all around the board. And, of course, here's the finish line where you get all the cookies. Yum! You also have this little thing, which actually makes the bugs for you. It's the bug maker. And then you got the splat hand, this is what you use to splat the bugs. You also have a set of dice. You have 12 cards here, let me show you here, with different colored backgrounds on them. And I'll describe what those colors mean in just a moment. And you also have the star of the show, the Play-Doh. Now, it usually comes with 4 of these, but I just recently bought this from someone. They only had 3 of them, but you know what? It's good enough for right now, just to show you how to play the game. Alright, so what you're going to do is you're going to put 2 of each player's bugs out here. And I already made some here, but I want to show you how to make one of them. So what you're going to do is you're going to do 2 of each color player. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead, I'm going to need one more orange, so I'm going to go ahead and take some orange out of here. Take just a little chunk like this. Make sure we cover it up so it doesn't dry out. And what you're going to do is this kind of goes in. And what you're going to do is you're going to kind of smash it in there just like this. Just kind of put it in there just like that. You don't have to put it in there too hard. Just like this, and then what you do is you go whoop, and just like that, there is your bug. And you're going to go ahead and place them right there, okay? Now, what you're going to do is you're going to take turns rolling the dice. So what you're going to do is you're going to roll, and I rolled a 4. So orange goes first, so they'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, when you land on the color space, that's all that happens, and your turn is over, okay? Now, purple's going to roll. Purple rolls a 5. So now, what happens is when purple goes, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, and you're always going to jump over any bugs or any splatted bugs, and you're not going to count that space. So in this case, when I roll the 5, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's how that works, okay? Pink's going to roll. Pink rolls a 4, so they're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. And then orange will go. Now, you always, when you're the bug that's behind of the 2 that you have out there, the one that's always behind, that's the one that you're going to move always next. Okay? So orange rolls a 10. So they're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and go like so on. Now, obviously, like I said in the intro, the first player to get both of their bugs beyond the finish line wins the game. Now, let me go ahead and go over some of these splat spaces. There are 3 safe splat spaces. And these are the ones that say splat with the lines through them. So you got 1 here, and 1 there. So you are very safe on those spaces. Now, what happens is, if a player lands on a splat, okay, what you do is you're going to go ahead and draw one of these 12 cards that are here. And that's when the colors come into play. So in this case, we have blue showing. Well, right now, none of the bugs are on a blue space. So all these bugs are safe. Well, let's just say one of these bugs were on a blue space, just like this, okay? You're going to put this in the discard pile, and here comes the splatter, I should say. And what you're going to do is you're going to take it, and you're going to go splat. Boom. And just like that, he is splatted. And you can see right here, which is pretty cool, it has the Splat logo on there. Isn't that really awesome? That's pretty cool. And that will stay there for the rest of the game. And when pink loses one of their splats, they're going to go ahead and make another one. So they're going to go ahead and take this. They're going to go ahead and grab a little bit here, like so. It's going to take a little bit. And you're going to put it back into the bug maker here. You're going to put it, smash it right in there, like so. I got a little too much that time, but that's okay. Just trim it a little bit. Put it back in there. It's cool about Play-Doh. You make a mess. That's the awesome part. You go ahead and smash it in there just like that, and boink. And there you go. You got yourself a bug again. And then you're going to go back to start. Okay, that's how you do that once you, okay. All right, so then the next player is going to go ahead and roll. And he's going to roll a 5. So let's say an orange player. So he's going to go 1, 2. You're going to jump over those 3, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Now what happens is if a player rolls a double, so let's say it's Pink's turn, and Pink rolls, let's go make it a double here. He rolls a double 12. What he's going to do is going to go to the 12 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He gets to choose whatever bug on the board, he can squish them. He can splat them, I should say. So you can just say, oh, that's the next player that's in line behind him. He can go ahead and splat. And there you go. It is splatted. And of course, orange would have to go and make another bug and go back to the beginning. So you can see it's very treacherous trying to make it to that finish line while you're trying to get there, because you got cards that we're willing to splash if you land on a splat space. Any of these spaces. Now, say the Pink went ahead and landed on a splat card, or a splat space, and he draws a card. Now, let's just say he draws, let's see, what is that, Pink? Let's just say that Pink was on the top here. He draws a Pink card, okay? And let's just say this and this is something like this, okay? Pink draws that card. Well, unfortunately, he's not only going to smash this opponent's bug, okay, he's going to splat. He also has to splat his own bug. So you are not immune to these splats when you draw a card unless you are on one of the safe spaces. So you are not even safe when you land on a splat. Whoever is on those colors will get splatted. So, and there, my friends, is the game Splat. So I hope you enjoyed that. I think it's a fun game. This is really cool. But let's head on over to the gaming room, and I'll tell you what I think about it. Alright, so what do I think about the game Splat? Well, you know what? This is definitely a kid's game, but if you're like me, a kid at heart, I can totally see 4 adults laughing their butt off, splatting each other's bugs, and then having fun to kind of put the stuff in the little bug maker and make a new bug. How fun is that? Now, what's crazy is I recently picked up this game out here in Knoxville, Tennessee, actually. It was a teacher. She was no longer a teacher, and she was selling this game for $5. And I was really shocked because I know for some odd reason this game goes for some bucks. I've seen as high as $50, $60, $70, $80. And it's like, why? Why? Is it because it's, is it really because of the Play-Doh? I don't know. But so when I saw this for $5, and I asked her, do you know if it's complete? She goes, yeah, I'm just missing one of the Play-Dohs. I'm like, well, I can go to Walmart and get one for $1. I didn't mind that at all. I was like, I am on my way. So I went ahead and I met her, and I got this from her. And it might remind you of another game I did, I don't remember what episode I did a while back, the Hawaiian Punch game. I know I did an episode on this a while back. I don't remember the episode number. If you go back in my previous episodes, you'll find I did Hawaiian Punch. Very, very similar. Very, very similar to Splat. So it was the same thing where you actually use the Hawaiian Punch guy to squish it. But what's better about Splat, though, is in this game you squish it and you still move the squished piece. So that's the part of Hawaiian Punch I didn't quite care for too much. With this one, you splat it and it stays on the game board the whole time, and people just jump over it. So so your remnants are still there the whole game long. Where this one, you get splatted and you kind of still move, and it's kind of dumb. I'm sorry. That was a part of that I didn't like about the Hawaiian Punch game. But it's very, very similar to Splat, but I think Splat is much better than Hawaiian Punch. But then again, Hawaiian Punch, you have the logo, you have the the very famous Hawaiian Punch kid and all that good stuff. But this one, definitely, I highly recommend getting it, especially if you have kids, or if you're an adult like me who's a kid at heart, and if you get a couple friends and you just want to have a fun time splatting each other's bugs, I think this is a great game to get. So I highly recommend it. Especially you can find it for a decent price. Even if it's missing the Play-Doh, who cares? Play-Doh is dirt cheap. You can find it at any store. Target, Walmart. I mean, you can find them anywhere. Big Lots, whatever stores are by you. So, but anyway, thank you so much for watching the episode. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber, subscribe today. And until next time, everybody, happy gaming.